Explosive movement patterns here, back again with yet another video, and today I'm going to talk about increasing fast twitch muscle fibers to make yourself the most explosive athlete you can possibly be. And so when you look at training fast twitch muscle fibers, you have to look at the makeup of each person. Now obviously there are going to be, slow twitch fibers, just purely slow twitch fibers, and purely fast twitch fibers. You can't do anything about these two, it's just what you're born with. That's genetics. However, there are muscles in the middle that can be more fast twitch or more slow twitch, or at least more inclined to be fast twitch or slow twitch. Because when you look at pictures of these fibers, you'll see the pure fast twitch and you'll see the pure slow twitch. However, you see a lot of fibers that are in the middle and not necessarily, completely on one side or another side, but they might be more inclined to a different side, right? So how do you make sure that you have these in-between fibers be more inclined to fast twitch movements? Well, you got to train for fast twitch movements. That's simple as that. However, how do you do that? Basically, you have to make sure that you do exercises that are very high intensity and you're putting forth maximum effort into every single rep and you're taking very long breaks. So I would recommend a 1 to 5 at least work to rest ratio. So if you do something for 10 seconds, I would recommend at least 50 seconds, but you're probably going to have to go closer to 1 to 8, 1 to 10 work rest ratio. And when you're training for fast twitch fibers, you have to make sure that you're not training it every single day in this high intensity manner, because you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to cause yourself a lot of risk with injury. So you're going to have to make sure that you take at least a day off in between. I'm not saying take a day off of training, but don't do the same high intensity exercises again, like back to back to back, because then you're just going to burn yourself out. Your central nervous system is going to get completely fried, and you're definitely going to injure yourself. So you got to make sure you're taking at least a day off in between these really super high intensity exercises. But when you are on that day, you have to make sure that you're properly warmed up. You have to make sure that you're properly focused. You have to really work on focusing and honing in on that explosive power, because when you do these type of exercises, you're not getting a whole lot of reps in. This isn't one of those workouts where you're just going over and over and over and it's just a really endurance based thing. No, this is completely based off of explosive power and speed, and you have to really get your mind right to make sure that, say you're doing max effort sprints, right, and you're taking long breaks in between. You have to make sure that you're mentally focused before every single rep to make sure that you're exerting a maximum amount of force and a maximum amount of power on every single rep. Or if you're doing depth jumps or med ball throws, or an explosive squat day or an explosive hang clean day or something like that, you have to make sure that you're completely focused and locked in onto making sure that you are doing every single rep to your maximum ability. So that's basically how you make these in between fibers more inclined to be fast twitch. You have to make sure you're doing fast twitch movements like sprinting, jumping, lifting heavy weights, and you have to make sure you're doing them with the maximum amount of effort as possible, and then you're taking long breaks in between, right? So a sample workout could be, maybe you do really high intensity squat, like heavy triples or heavy singles, right, with long breaks in between. Then maybe you hit up some depth jumps afterwards. Maybe it's an only plyos day, or maybe you're doing max effort sprinting, so you do 6 by 60 meters with at least 5 minutes break in between each one. These are the type of workouts that really work on your central nervous system and really make sure that your body is moving in the most explosive way possible. And if you put these workouts in with proper rest in between, and you properly focus on making sure that during these workouts you're as explosive as possible, you're going to notice an improvement with your athleticism, because those in-between fibers are going to be more inclined to be fast twitch. Alright, so thanks for watching the video, guys. Explosive movement pattern signing off. See you guys later. Peace.